Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Erin. If you've never been here, this is my channel where I like to talk about all things horror movies as well as makeup. Those are my two passions and I've combined them together on my channel here. So if you're interested in either topics or both, definitely think about sticking around, subscribe down below and hit the like button. But today we're going to be doing a video here. I'm going to be doing a video here talking about this palette from Wicked Sister Cosmetics, Heads Will Roll. So I'm going to be doing my makeup with this, or my eyes with this, while reviewing the movie Sleepy Hallow, which is a movie that I grew up watching from a young kid. It's one of my older sisters watched a lot, so I ended up watching a lot. So we're going to be doing a quick little review of that, talking about the movie and my thoughts on it. So if you're interested in seeing a combination of makeup and movies, then definitely keep on watching. But yes, let's go ahead and get into it. I've already primed my eyes with the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer, and the inside of the palette, here's the outside. Again, from Wicked Sisters Cosmetic. I've done a video on one of their palettes before. It was a Nightmare on Elm Street themed one. So if you haven't seen that video, I will try to link it up or down in the description box. But this one is also from them. I bought this one at the same time as the Nightmare on Elm Street one. It comes like this, no mirror inside, but it is a magnetic closure, cardboard packaging, and here are the colors inside. Pretty neutral with like some orangey, pinky tones. Nothing on the back but the ingredient list, which is always good to have. And it's a little cute compact palette. I love the theme of it, and I'm excited to get into this one, see if the quality is good just like their other palette, and talk about this movie, because this movie, spoiler, I actually really like. So let's get into it, guys. I went ahead and put a brown matte from another palette into the crease. I didn't put that on camera here because, or record it, because doesn't have anything to do with this palette, but all of these shadows are like kind of satiny, so I went ahead and went in with the matte. Plus I'm trying to pan this shade from the Jackie Aina palette. It is called Ginger, so that's what's in my crease. So I thought I might as well go ahead and use it here so I can have one more time that I've used it as I'm trying to pan it. And since this one doesn't have any like really true mattes, works perfectly. So I'm gonna go in. I think I want to do I think I'm going to do a more orangey look here today. These shades are really pretty. I really want to try that one out as well. I think I'm going to go with this orange here. Put that close to where I just put the other shade. So I'm picking it up on the same brush I just used. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead into what this, like the basics for this movie. So Sleepy Hallow is a movie that came out in 1999. And I'm looking over at some notes here, if you see me looking away. Came out in 1999, and it is a like gothic supernatural horror movie. At least definitely get that gothic feel from this movie. It is directed by Tim Burton. So can anybody guess who's probably going to be acting in this? Yes, it stars Johnny Depp and also Christina Ricci as the two main characters of this story, or like main like leads in this story. Very interesting pairing here. I love Johnny Depp, like really do, and Christina Ricci, I've always enjoyed her acting as well. And it has a lot of other very well-known actors in here as well as those two. We have Miranda Richardson, Michael Gambon, Christopher Van Dien, Christopher Lee, Jeffrey Jones, as well as the great Christopher Walken, who I really enjoy as well in a lot of things. I love him in The Dead Zone and Stepford Wives. He always does an excellent job in whatever role that he's in. And here he plays the Headless Horseman, which is what this movie is basically about. In the scenes where the horseman, before he got his head cut off. So this movie is loosely based off of the book The Legend of Sleepy Hallow, or the short story by Washington Irving. So it's loosely based off of that, and it follows Ichabod Crane, which is played by Johnny Depp, as he's a, what is he, like a doctor, or not a doctor, police constable, okay, sorry, but he like does like autopsies and whatnot in an age where they didn't really think that was necessary or viable. And he's sent from New York City to investigate a series of murders in Sleepy Hallow, this village, Sleepy Hallow, by this mysterious Headless Horseman. So that's our basic for the movie. And I just used, I'm sorry, I didn't say the shade name, Autopsy, very fitting name, for like all over the crease area here. And then we're going to go into the shade Crone Witch, which is right here. I'm going to just see what that looks like on the eye, because it looks like it has micro little glitters, green glitters in it, which is quite cool. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, that is pretty. Not very good for deepening up the outer corner though, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to put it over towards the middle as well. Okay, so that's our basic for the movie. Okay, so let's go into the positives and good things for this movie. This movie is very, very entertaining. It's got that gothic feel, really great imagery. I mean, if we can rely on anything from Tim Burton, it's going to be very cool imagery. This sort of almost creepy feel to the movie, even from characters that are not necessarily creepy. And there is a little kind of like mystery element to this as well, with it throughout the movie. Various elements actually. It's very, very interesting. Our main character, Ichabod Crane, he's also a quite interesting character. Okay, so I used Crone Witch. I'm going to go into Forest right here, which is like a deeper, almost like blue, gray, black mixture, if that makes sense, to deepen out the outer corner just a tad. Again, all of these are like satiny. Okay, so yeah, we have good imagery. Acting, of course, is pretty much top tier here. Johnny Depp does what Johnny Depp does. He acts really well, and he does a good job in this as well. Christina Ricci, very good as well. No complaints. And all of the supporting cast as well did an awesome job. I mean, what more can we say? These are pretty much, well, most of these people are very well-known actors, especially our main leads in the movie. Okay, yes, I just got a little distracted because that color is really, really pretty. And it goes really nicely, actually, with that other shade. So yeah, this film, I think another positive for this is like the kills, or like what the Headless Horseman does. Like the whole idea of the Headless Horseman, first of all, scary. And secondly, he goes around chopping people's heads off, right? That's pretty scary. Like, decapitation is one of the, I think, scariest ways to probably go. All right, next I'm going to take Evil Eye. I think I'm going to put that all over the lid, even though that's deeper than my crease shade. Maybe I'll put that kind of just below the crease, actually. And then we'll do something else on the lid. But yeah, so he's decapitating. I think the ideal is that he's trying to find his head, and also a little bit of revenge here as well, because of something that happened when he was alive. But when he was alive, he was a pretty terrible character as well, I believe. If I'm remembering that correct. I haven't watched this movie in a little while. I probably should have rewatched it, but I watched this so much as a kid. I can basically probably tell you almost every scene. I watched it so much as a child. But yeah, so the Headless Horseman is going around killing people in this village because he has a reason to do so. He has a revenge plot on this particular village because of what happened to him years and years and years earlier, where he was betrayed, or like kind of, betrayed basically. So yeah, this movie did win an Academy Award for Best Art Direction. Actually, I just saw that. I did not even know that. Very, very, very cool. I think. Okay, sorry. Again, I got distracted again. There is some interesting plot twist, you could say, maybe in this movie as well, that is kind of revealed towards the end. I think that's pretty good. Is it bad to tell you that there is a twist instead of just letting you figure that out? But yeah, there is kind of an interesting plot twist to this. Okay, so I took Evil Eye kind of on the lid, kind of took it all over. I'm going to take a little bit of Van Tassel, which is one of the character names, I believe. Yeah, that's the last name of Christina Ricci's character, and put that on the lid, kind of brighten up just in this area. Shadows are really, really nice. I wish there were just a little bit more, like all of these are like satin shades, really, honestly. Wish there was something a little bit more. Let me see if Illusion down here at the bottom is a little more bright. let's see. Use a finger here. Okay, that gave it a little more pop. Because it was kind of all just, you know what I'm saying? Like, not anything was really popping because it's all very satiny. Okay, I like that so far. All right, so negatives for this movie. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of negative to say about this movie. I think that they maybe sometimes overdo it with all of the gothic, you know, imagery. I mean, it fits within this movie though. It fits within the context of the movie. I don't think that there's anything necessarily terrible about this. I think the design within the movie, the score, everything was really good. If we look at the Rotten Tomato score for this, critics like this one pretty much. I mean, it's got a 69, which is, I think, pretty good for, especially for considering how some movies get completely bombed on that. So I think it has a favorable, and people have a favorable view of this one. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go off camera, finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, All right, you guys, here I am back with the final look. Just brushing my hair down, and I should have somewhere to be. I should literally be walking out the door right now. But anyways, here I am at the back with the final look. Makeup all done, set, sprayed, and I have to say, let me end up the movie review really quickly because I gotta go. So, if I did have to say one negative, I probably would say that they rely too much on imagery in this one, and they kind of fall into doing those kind of similar or overdone tropes within this movie. That is one thing I could say that kind of could be considered like as a negative or a mixed thing, because I do like the imagery and the design of this movie, but sometimes they rely too heavily on that it becomes some moments that are a little cliche-ish, you know what I'm saying? And also, some people might say that this is not a true representation of the short story by Washington Irving, where I don't necessarily find that as a negative, because sometimes taking liberties with a work works really well, and I think in this case it does, but for other people it might not be the best representation of that short story, so that might be kind of a mixed or a negative thing as well. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it for the movie review. I would say definitely go out and watch this if you haven't seen it. 2 thumbs up, and my letter grade for this is definitely an A. I would say an A-, because there could be little things that you could fix on this. And even though it doesn't have the highest critic rating, for me personally, I think it's a really great movie. And I grew up with it, so. And Johnny Depp. Okay. But anyways, you guys, the palette, I would say I like it a lot. I think the look is pretty, what I ended up getting here. But I wish there was a little more variety with the textures in here, or the finishes, because they're all pretty much like satins or kind of like shimmers. And the shimmers are not super blinding or anything. So while I do like the look that I ended up getting, I feel like that we could have gotten something just a little bit more popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are really, really pretty, but they're all like satiny finishes. There's nothing super blinding within this. Do you know what I'm saying? So while I do like the color story, I wish we could have just got something a tad more exciting. But overall, it's really good quality. So if you're looking for something Sleepy Hallow themed, if you love this movie as much as I do, I'm glad to own this. And I will still use it because, like I said, the formula is good. I just wish there were a few more, you know, like maybe a matte, something a little bit more glittery, shiny. But yeah, formula is good though. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do have to go now. But yeah, stay safe, you guys. If you have any comments about this movie, if you like this movie, definitely leave some things down below. Or if you have any interesting facts about this that maybe I wouldn't know or someone else wouldn't know, definitely leave it down in the comment section. And check out some other videos on my channel. Subscribe if you like, hit the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.